Hello everyone, welcome to Numpy course. In this session, we'll be learning about how we'll be using all arithmetic methods in a Numpy. As we know that the arithmetic method is nothing but your add, subtractions, your deletions, your mod operators. So we'll see directly in a one example how we have to working on all those things. And then we'll see one more thing, that is a statistical function. So let's start with the Numpy and start with the importing part. So import numpy snp, numpy snp, and then we have to moving towards to create up to array first, because we have to create the array, then only we have to do the manipulation on that. So suppose I'm taking the values like I'm taking the n1 and 1 equals to, in that we have to create a array. So np dot array, inside that we have to give the value. So I'm taking some random value, suppose 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then we are moving towards one more, because we have to do addition, subtraction, all those operators. So np dot array, and then we have to going with the another value, suppose 1 comma 2 comma 3. I'm giving a same value to understand easily, and from here we have to start on to using all the operation one by one. So we'll start with the first print, and then we are moving towards to use one by one operation, where we are going with the np dot add operation. So when we run, we'll get this particular output. So let's move to go with the another thing, where we have to print. We use the different methods and operations on arithmetic. So np dot. Now we'll use a subtract method. So subtract, and then you have to pass the parameter n1 comma n2 parameters. And then let's check. Yeah, you can observe that I'm giving the same 1 2 3 1 2 3, so I will give the value 0 0. Now move to the another one. So print, and then we are moving towards to the np dot multiplication. So we'll use a multiply method, and then we have to pass the same way n1 comma n2, and then we got the multiplication on that. Now we are seeing the division as well. So we are going with the print, then we are going with np dot divide, divide, and then we have to pass the parameters n1 comma n2, and then we just run. So we can get the answer for all those particular things also. So now suppose you want to do the power of that, you can use the power method also. Print np dot, here we use power, power, then n1 comma n2. This is your parameter. You have to remember, you have to go with the parameter. Here it will be np, because that particular alias name for your numpy, and then you can get the power of that. Now we'll see the two more method, that is your mod method and remainder, how it will be work. So we'll go with the print, and then we are going with np dot mod. Here also we can pass the parameter n1 comma n2. You can run it, you'll get the mod value. Now we'll see another method called reminder. So go with np, then np dot reminder, and then you have to pass the parameter n1 comma n2. You will get the remainder of this particular value. So this is how we have to use this arithmetic function in a numpy. So now we'll see some statistical function in NumPy. So we'll start with the creation of array. So n1 equals to np dot array. Then we are continue with this 1 comma. We have to take the two values. So then 1 comma 2 comma 3. Just a minute. Yeah, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Then we have to continue with this. Suppose we are going 4 comma 5 comma 6. You can take one more value. I hope this is enough to create an array. So we close it, and then we have to going to print the things. So print, and okay, first we run this. Okay, we just give one more brackets here. uh, np dot array, np.array. Yeah, so it's run properly. Now move to see the printing part. So print, in this what you have to do, you are going with the np dot. Now for the statistical method, we are going with a min first, and then we have to give the variable name comma the values what you want to see that, so we can run, we'll get the value. The same thing when you copy it, you can go with the maximum as well, where here just changes will be we're using a different method called a max. You will get the maximum value of this from the a. Now not only this, if you want to change the excess value, this is nothing but your excess values, right? So this is the one way we can give the excess. And there is another way, suppose you are taking these values, and here you can use call excess equals to 1, and then also you can use this particular operation, you will get the same result. So that is depend upon you what you want to use it. So I'm taking for this and see that one more output for the minimum. I'll go with the min value where I use a excess equals to 0. We run it, we got the particular 0 excess value. So this is the index value, you can use directly like this. And if you don't want to use directly like this, you can change it, you can use in a different way also. Now there is another method also called PTP, that is refers and the maximum minimum values along the axis. So let's move to see that how we are working this. So we can use in this that PTP. This is used for maximum minimal both the values. We are passing it, we will get the maximum minimum for the both the x's. So this is how you can use PTP method as well. Without this, we have another methods called percentile methods. You can go with the percentile. In the same in, you can go with the median of that particular. So suppose we are taking this particular and just use another method called your median, median. Here also you have to pass the excess value, and this will get the median of that. So this is how you have to use the statistic method or statistic function in your numpy.